Hey everybody, Kristyglass here with a finished object for you. It is the Exploration Station by Stephen West. I love this shawl. Now, I understand this was a mystery knit along for him. I don't know how many years ago it was, but I totally understand. Like, it was so smart the way he put this pattern together in the different sections, and I'll talk about each section in just a second. I wasn't really planning on making this, but this is what happened. Stephen West had a 2-for-1 pattern sale this summer, and I thought, you know, I'll just go check out what he has. I've been to his page, of course, many times because I'm a fan of Stephen West. And I thought, you know what, yes, I want that Exploration Station in my cart because the photos of his, it's kind of gray with like this gradient of, like, I want to say peachy coral colors, orangey, so beautiful. And I put a couple others in my cart. I don't even remember now. I think one was the Excuse Me dress. Maybe there's a couple others. I can't remember what they are now, but I put it in my cart, bought it. Then I was watching Legacy Knits, and Sue just lifted this Exploration Station into frame, and I was like, yes, I need to make this right now. And I had just recently interviewed Julia of Pandy's Jewels, and she had given me a skein of yarn. It was a skinny single with a sparkle base. And I thought, you know what? She's gonna have more yarn for my Exploration Station. So I went on her website and I ordered 2 more skeins because you need 4 colors. And I think it's best if you do 3 that are kind of in the same family and then a high contrast 4th color. So at the time, Julia didn't have the high contrast that I was looking for. I'm sure I could have emailed her and she could have made something happen for me, but I just let it go. And then I went to Stitches Midwest and saw that Darn Yarn MN had the same base, the skinny single with the sparkle base in this gorgeous gray charcoaly color, and I was like, that's what I've been looking for, and it all came together, and I just cast on. I cast on right away. So here's what I learned. You want to see a close-up first? Here it is. Wait, let's do, look at this. Oh my goodness. Right? Okay, here it is. Now, someone online had said the last 3 sections, or the last 3 or 4 sections are a beast because they take forever. Yes, you're right. It's deceiving because at the beginning, these short rows, even though these are also sections, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 solid sections of garter before you get to the fun part. And you would think that those would also take just as long, but no, you know, it's starting with the 2 stitches, you know, starting with very few stitches and growing and growing and growing, getting bigger and bigger. It is fun when you're working on a pattern where you're reducing slightly because then the rows get shorter and shorter. This is the exact opposite, so get ready to dig in on this pattern. One thing I want to note is the very beginning of the pattern. I'm a pretty experienced knitter, and I was like, I'm not sure I totally understand what you're talking about here. And I was on my way to figuring it out, but I did decide to click on over to the video because Stephen West has put up some videos as pattern support for this pattern. So it says it right there in the written pattern to go to the certain video, and I suggest going because you don't want to get all frustrated and fussy because it's super clear how to begin this shawl. And then once you're going, you're going. So make sure you do that. If you feel any hesitation, like what's he talking about, go on over to the videos and he'll help you out there. The other thing to think about is if you have a favorite skein, you need to think about which skein that is going to be. Like for example, my favorite skein was this one, which was color B, and I wish I had made it color D because I wish I had that. I mean, the purple's fine, but I wish I'd had my favorite color as this large section right there. And I don't know, I mean, you can think about how your colors are going to contrast together. So for example, I followed the recipe exactly. I'm not sure what happened here. You see how all of my holes seem to be the same size, except there's this one right here that seems really big. What's happened there? I don't know what happened there. It's okay though, because it's Stephen West and anything goes. But you might want to think about your color order when if you're going to stick exactly to the formula. So for example, these two, this brioche section with the lighter and the darker pink, I think it's fine. I think it shows up well. Like from this far away view, it looks pretty good. Like that nice little like piano keys. But these two, I think, look a little muddy from here. This section and this section. So close up, you can see the slip stitch section is the purple and the pink. I don't know if they contrast enough. And then similarly underneath it, that garter stitch stripe section, I don't know if they contrast enough, see? So just take a look at that. That's just something to think about. Like I don't know what I would have chosen differently because I think the overall effect is really stunning. I really love it. But that's just something to think about if you're gonna do this project. This chevron border, I'm pretty sure I forgot one repeat. It seems a little bit out of proportion from the other sections, but I swear I was counting. But I think I missed. I should have gone back and forth one more time. But that doesn't bother me at all either. I mean, all of the rows, all of the sections, I would say except for the solid sections, this brioche, slip stitch, and garter row section, they can all be shortened if you're getting sort of tired of knitting it. But I just found it a joy to knit. And I just think it's so beautiful. I think it's such a stunning piece to wear around your neck. It went by pretty fast. I mean, I think I started it midsummer. It took me maybe four weeks. And I was rotating out other works in progress. I did a lot of this on a road trip and then a lot of it waiting at the playground, as one does when you have children like me. So I just wanted to highly recommend this Stephen West Exploration Station. It really has made me so happy, and I think you should knit it too. So thanks for checking into Kristy Glass Knits as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye!